We got some cool stuff coming from the Flesh and Blood website. A holiday message from James White, pretty awesome. Really great stuff. Kind of recapping 2020 here at the top and talking about the way that we've gone through life. And I'll link this to the in the description if you haven't seen it. I'm sure you have though. But I really thought this line right here was kind of the highlight for me. Was for my family and team at Legend Story Studios. I sincerely want to thank all of the wonderful fans around the world who have expressed their passion for Flesh and Blood and shared their experiences playing in whatever ways they were able to do throughout 2020. These messages were our ray of hope during uncertain times. And then, as he says, he just wants us to know that as soon as it's safe, there'll be support for local communities. Just a really great, heartfelt message from James White. I think a lot of great stuff in there about just being thankful for the community and being thankful that they were able to keep stuff going, and pretty awesome. And then a great little potentially spoiler. I don't want to get too excited. I just thought we could go through it and look at what are some of the things on here. I think some of the people are staff, like it's kind of staff members built into characters of the game, which is pretty cool. I thought that this potential bard right here was really interesting with the Flesh and Blood microphone. I'm not sure if I can get any closer in on that. Honestly, I can't. But this guy right here has a Flesh and Blood microphone. I thought that was really funny. But I thought what we could do is just look through here and see if I can identify any potential spoilers for potential new classes. I'm not a pro, so I don't know that I'm great with Dungeons and Dragons and kind of that lore. I do play, but maybe we can identify some cool stuff. So over here, we'll go left to right and we'll just kind of go through it, and a little video here for you. So we got a ranger here, obviously, but not a ranger. Again, I think they're kind of building classes into maybe some of the people from the studio, some of the people that work at the company. So I don't know those people well enough to identify them, but I know businesses like to do that. So I don't know that I'm going to get into is somebody a specific spoiler for something, but I do think maybe they could hide some Easter eggs for potential new classes. So it looks like we have a ranger here on the left. Pretty cool to see a different ranger. Nothing too fancy though. Nothing that really stands out to me. And then another mechologist probably right here. That might even just be Dash. I don't know how many people are on staff at Legend Story Studio, so we're not going to get into that stuff. But that could just be a Dash. And then this is the first thing that I thought was pretty interesting, was this guy or girl maybe right here. Looks like some sort of, I don't know. The armor looks samurai, right? But then this, whatever this thing looks like, I can't get any closer to that. Let me see if I up this. That did the opposite. Whatever that thing with it almost looks like on the side of a football field, where they're getting the audio, and then this looks like a camera, right? So I don't know. I don't know if that's I don't want to come out and say that there's spoilers here, but it's something cool, at least something interesting that we haven't seen in the world per se. So cool little photography setup there. I don't know how that would even play into the game, so I don't want to give too much of that credence, but something interesting I saw. Another ranger up here. Nothing super interesting. It could be just a kind of different artwork for Azalea potentially. I have a kind of it probably is. Yeah, it definitely is just another kind of artwork for Azalea. Let's go this way. We got another ninja that might be Ira, probably. So that's what I'm guessing. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it kind of matches her clothing. Kind of that kind of leather. Yeah, that's just Ira. And then we've got, of course, our brutes in Reinar there, and Viscerai up here, the Rune Blade, and then this guy right here. I don't know. I can't identify that one. I'm guessing it could potentially just be some sort of another type of merchant, maybe some sort of shop owner or tavern owner potentially. Again, could just be somebody from the studio, and they just made him artwork and that, and there could be callbacks to that. And this guy right here looks like a bard, so that could potentially be another new class spoiler. He's got the microphone kind of all set up in that way. Could be a bard, so that could be a little teaser for what lies ahead in another class, potentially in Monarch. Here we've got another female, kind of looks like I don't know even what I would say for that, right? Like, looks like some sort of magician, maybe some sort of mage. I don't really see much in the current things that it could be, but you've kind of got this stuff in the background of what I'm thinking is Benji, based on Benji's artwork. So it's kind of hard to tell what is her and what is just overflowing from potentially Benji's artwork. So that one's interesting. We could see another type of, again, it could just be somebody from the studio, but it could potentially be highlights to or call outs to a new class or something interesting. And then right here, another one. It looks like an elf, right? And I'm not sure that we have seen in like playability anyway anything that is specifically an elf. So it could be interesting to see that and to see how that plays. Looks like that little, like, she's like healing something potentially with that little light. So maybe like an elven like cleric potentially. I don't know. That doesn't necessarily line up with like elves, and I guess it does. But totally could be something like that. It could also be representing like the light of Solana. But in my research from my lore video, I didn't come across any elven kind of callbacks in the lore of Solana, so I wouldn't put much weight on that. Let's go right here in the middle. I see this big kind of mech arm, so I'm guessing that's mechologist, some sort of thing. I haven't seen like let me look up if we get any resemblance to James White here. I'm not super familiar with what his face looks like. Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't have a beard, so that's not James White. I was just thinking because he was in the middle, but so yeah, no, I don't know. Mechologist, some sort of, it looks like, maybe like a kind of gunslinger type thing, because kind of has the cowboy hat. Makes sense with the Teklo stuff. Especially with the core, the blaster, whatever. So kind of like a hand cannon gun, whatever. I already kind of said this looks to me like Benji. Some stuff in the background's pretty cool though. I like that there's, he's got some sort of cards. They don't have the Flesh and Blood logo on them, so they're not Flesh and Blood cards, but maybe they're like Tarot or something like that. I'm not super familiar. It's just different than the other Benji kind of stuff that I've seen. But the background artwork definitely makes sense. I don't think the water kind of matches his picture. But this medallion, which is probably a heart, right? It's not on his picture. So I don't know, maybe that's a call out too to one of those fableds, but maybe not. I know the lore is kind of all over the place with that. Nobody really knows. I've seen some cool lore videos from Dead Summer that talk about that. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any more from that. Moving down, this guy right here, nothing super interesting. Looks like it kind of matches style with the kind of the tavern shop owner. I don't know. Looks like he's younger. I don't know. Maybe it's not connected at all, but maybe there's also some connection. I think the kind of the what they're wearing kind of matches, and the facial structures are relatively similar. So maybe that's like, I don't know, maybe something. Dorinthea's right here, obviously, and her Solana stuff. We've got right here another mechologist. I don't see many who would match her profile. Like I said, I think Dash is down here. So another kind of mechologist that I'm not super familiar with. But Who knows? This person right here, again, like, man, maybe some sort of like, what's it called? Maybe some sort of like druid. You kind of got the animals kind of in the background, and she's drawing an animal. So she's got cat right here. So maybe some sort of druid right there, which would be different than what we've seen. And let's keep going. These ones, there's just not enough distinguishing factors. I mean, maybe potentially this is kind of representing Cassie. I don't think it really matches up though, in my opinion. I guess she has a hood, so yeah, that could be Cassie. I don't have much for this gentleman here. He's playing with cards. Maybe some sort of performer. He is next to Bravo, so maybe it's like, it's connected. There doesn't seem to be much other like lining up of people next to each other, but this giant guardian looking guy looks sweet. Again, I think the faces on these are probably connected to either people in the community or people in their studio. Again, I'm not familiar enough with that stuff to be able to tell you. Let's move this over so you can see a little bit better. Up here, we got Kano, and then somebody looking at Kano kind of looks similar in terms of like facial structure and look. So not enough distinguishing facts here for me to identify anything. And we got Katsu. We've got another like ninja looking, looks like a female to me, person here. And I don't know. I can't really make out what's in the hand. It looks like probably just another one of these. No, it looks different, honestly, than whatever's in her left hand. But it looks like another ninja, maybe another type of ninja weapon, though, like something throwing. That would be sweet. Can you imagine that? Like all the ninjas we've had have like swords, but can you imagine if they have some sort of ranged ability that works in together? That would be amazing. That'd be super cool. Back here, I don't know. It looks like kind of like a fairy, maybe. That's kind of what I see, kind of in this background. This person. I don't know. It could be cool. And then we got like another little wizard on this side, and another kind of looks pretty average. He's surprised. So again, there's probably call outs to the studio, call outs to people, call outs to community. But all in all, a really cool Christmas card, a really cool Christmas surprise, a really cool little note about, I was able to go in. No, that's as far as I could go. Anyway, I hope you will let me know in the comments about what you think, if I missed something, or if you agree with something, or I think Legend Story Studios' kind of goal here was just to encourage us and also give us something to talk about and something to look forward to potentially for 2021 and get the community talking. So hope that you will do that in the comment section. Let me know if I missed it, or let me know if I said something that's way out of left field. Let's have an awesome dialogue about that. Really cool little note about being encouraging and being just excited, and it's so cool to see the company so excited and see James White so excited for what they're able to do, and as the community, I know we are also just thankful for it as well. So anyway, just wanted to go through it together. Thought it was a lot of fun to kind of guess and play around, and hope you're having a great day. Merry Christmas tomorrow if you celebrate that. If not, happy holidays. And we got some cool stuff coming. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Have a great day. Make sure you guys are being kind to the people around you and holding them tight.